Hope City. It is Pastor John here, and I'm driving. Well, I'm not driving. My wife is driving, and we are on our way to visit a college. So you got me in the car. Sorry about all the road noise and the movement. It's going to be an exciting time tonight. But it reminds me of an example I gave with all the movement and the having to keep things in line. It reminds me of the kind of the story I gave Sunday about the Apollo space launch and the landing on the moon. And if you remember, they launched from Earth, and you think that it was just a nice smooth trajectory that leads right to their landing spot from Earth. Well, it wasn't like that at all. And every 10 minutes for 4 days, they had to readjust or have a course correction in where they were going. So just think about that in your life. It might feel like you mess up every 10 minutes. Well, all that is a recognition of a course correction. So I got two things I want to talk about, so don't let me forget them. The first one I want to talk about is whenever they were in space on the way to the moon, when they realized they were off course, instead of saying, hey guys, you're off course, give up, come back, they just corrected it and kept going towards where they were going. I think the enemy too many times tries to get us to stop what we're doing and to give up on our walk with Christ and say, look, you're not good enough, you can't do it, you're off course. You know, other people are still on course. Just look around you at everybody at church. They all look like they're just doing great. And really, everyone is going through course corrections in their life. I go through it. I know it's hard to believe, but I go through course corrections. My wife is not amused. But I just want you to know that every 10 minutes to course correct, to ask the Holy Spirit what's going on in your life and what you need to do better, is something that is it's a vital part of your Christian walk. So they didn't give up. They didn't stop. They didn't say, we can't do this. We can't go on anymore. They said, we're just going to correct and get back on target and just keep going. So my encouragement to you is to do that. Is anytime the Holy Spirit reveals something to you that is off course in your life, instead of feeling condemned and ashamed and you can't do this, just say, thank you, Holy Spirit, for showing me what I need to fix, what corrections I need to make in my course. And I'm going to keep going after God. So be thankful for the recognition of those, not ashamed that you see them. I think that's just a huge maturing thing that you can do, is instead of feeling ashamed and guilty and all this, thank the Holy Spirit for pointing it out, so you know, I'm going the wrong direction, now I'm going to go in the right direction. So that was the first one. They didn't turn around. The second one is just what I'm talking about here, is we should be thankful for the Holy Spirit, and we should humble ourselves and get in agreement with what God says. So when He points out something that you're doing wrong, or that you're off course a little bit, or whatever, don't defend it. Don't argue about it. Don't try to say, well, I'm doing better than I have before. If let's say it's Holy Spirit's telling you to give up certain food. Right? Let me give you a testimony about one of my teachers when I was at Rhema. The Holy Spirit was telling him to stop drinking Cokes. And he was drinking a lot of Cokes. He was on the mission field, and I think he was in Haiti. And he didn't want to. He really liked drinking Cokes, but the Holy Spirit kept telling him to stop drinking Cokes. He ended up developing kidney stones, and since he was in Haiti on the mission field, he had to pass them naturally, which he said was horribly painful. So the Holy Spirit was he didn't want to humble himself and listen and obey what the Holy Spirit was saying. He held on to his pride of what he thought was okay, and so he was walking in pride rather than humbling himself and being submitted to the lordship of the Holy Spirit. So maybe God's dealing with you about something, like stop watching a certain show, or stop eating a certain food, or stop drinking something, or giving up cigarettes, or whatever. Just give in, submit yourself to Him. He knows what's best for you. So submit yourself to the Holy Spirit and follow with what he's saying. And I want to leave you with a verse here. This is John 16:13. It says, when the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all truth. And that's a good thing to know, is what all truth is. Because I think we have an idea of what truth is. But let's submit ourselves to the leading of the Holy Spirit so we can really know what his truth is. Not our own interpretation, but what he says truth is. It says he will not speak of his own, but will tell you what he has heard. He will tell you about the future. So it's basically saying the Holy Spirit is telling you what he has heard from God, from the Word, and he's going to lead you and guide you into all truth and what that means to you. So that's my encouragement for tonight, is listen to the Holy Spirit. Submit yourself to the Lordship of the Holy Spirit. Make a course correction when you need to. Get right back on course. Fly straight towards your destination, your calling, what he's called you to do. And you know what? Your life will be a lot easier, a lot better, and it won't be that painful. So it'll be actually fun to know that you've got God leading you and guiding you. That's really a good idea. So if you got anything from tonight, like it, share it, tell some friends about it, and look forward to seeing you this Sunday. I am preaching. We have a new sermon series, so I look forward to seeing you, and God bless you all. Have a great night.